And we're live. That's awesome. This is a Saturday afternoon. I'm doing some work for clients and stuff, doing some updates. And I wrote a blog on my johanmouton.co.za website. Hi, Johan Mouton. Yeah. Anyway, and the blog I had to write, oh, gee whiz, let me just put that a little bit soft. Let me just check if that works. There we go. The reason, hi, see people joining, how's it? Welcome. The reason I had to write the blog is because of some exciting news, right? So whenever a South African company goes global, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, think of Elon Musk. He did it. He went global, so that's fantastic. And then recently, check this out. Recently, these guys, these guys, you know what this is? This is a Veldskoen. These are mine. This is real Veldskoen. This is fantastic. They went global. They're now available not just in South Africa. No. They're available in the UK. They're available in the Americas. So Ashton Kutcher and Mark Cuban, they're actually now invested into this business, right? So I had to blog about it. So on my website, I did a blog and just wrote it quickly as well. I've got two of these pairs. They're absolutely fantastic. And if you can read the story about this shoe, these shoes, how they started, this was in 2016. So that's what, 3 years ago, right? And they started with the e-commerce business. Think about that. They started with the e-commerce business. I mean, that's the opportunity that we've got. You can start an e-commerce business, and in 3 years later, 3 years, I mean, gee whiz, how quick is that? 3 years later, you go global. And next week, we're going to have a webinar on this as well. You can go to globalwebinar.co.za and register there. I'll put a link here somewhere as well. We're live on the Facebooks and Instagrams, by the way. But this is it. Check it. It's a shoe. It's a shoe that's gone global. I've seen people on red carpets wearing these shoes. What's that prince? The one prince in the UK? He's wearing it. He's liking it. I mean, gee whiz, check this. This is fantastic. Okay, so it's so wonderful when a South African product actually breaks into the global market, and we all have this opportunity. We all can do this. A couple of years ago, it was so difficult to break into the market. You had to do so many things. If you wanted to start the e-commerce store, very difficult. Now, today, it's one of the easiest things to do, but most people just need that guidance. So next week on my global webinar.co.za, you can register there. In my webinar, I'm going to show people 12 internet models. I'm going to show you how to also get started with the e-commerce one. I'm going to talk about the 2 types of incomes that you need, as well as your mindset and the skills and the stuff. The moment you start doing these things, you can actually be quite successful. And here's proof. Did you check it? It's a Veldskoen. It says here at the bottom, the soul of South Africa. Now, isn't that absolutely fantastic? The soul of South Africa. So go out there, get yourself a pair. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to do. The second thing you need to do is you need to register for my webinar next week, globalwebinar.co.za. Register, go there and register. Why wait? The opportunity is there. Oh, the webinar is for free. You're not going to pay anything. And maybe you can have a success story like this one, like these Veldskoen. I mean, gee whiz, check it out. It's a beautiful shoe. And even here on the side, I think this was a limited edition. Check here on the side. It's even a springbok on this one. Let me see if there's a bit higher. Check there. That's fantastic. So go out there, get yourself a pair. I think that's the first thing. Go to their website. You can Google them. I think it's veldskoen.shoes, if I remember right. And buy yourself a pair. They're fantastic. They're wonderful. I wear them to meetings and stuff. And I've actually got a thing on here about why I'm wearing these as well. There's a guy who talked about there's $1 million under your feet. You need to just go out there and get it. So that's my story about the Veldskoen. But go get yourself a pair. And don't miss my webinar next week. Globalwebinar.co.za. Register for free. I'm going to share with you 12 internet marketing models. I'm going to share with you the mindset, some skills that you need. I'm going to show you the 2 income types that you need to work towards. Here's a case study. I blogged on my website a case study. Here's a great case study of somebody that did it. You can also do this. I spoke to a lady 2-3 weeks ago. They're importing, so which is absolutely fantastic. And then there's another lady in Johannesburg, and they're doing stuff as well. She also wants to go this way. So the opportunity is there. The only question is, what are you going to do about it? Here's proof. Here's proof that it works. So register for the webinar. And I'll see you next week. I'll see if I can put the link in here somewhere to make it a bit easier. But I'll see you in the next one. See you on the webinar. Don't miss it. It's next week. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to share some awesome stuff with you. So have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic, this is a Saturday for me. So I'm going to have a nice weekend further. And you also have a good weekend. Cheers. Have a good one. I'm going to press the button now. So it's always funny when people do this. Cheers.